So we'll talk about the religious diversity. We'll talk about the extent of diversity, inter and intra diversity, inter and intra-religious diversity. Then we'll see what are the problem associated. For example, communalism is the concept of communalism manifestation, and we'll see type of the communalism. Is it a threat to national integration? We'll see religious fundamentalism and solution to communalism. Is this communalism a threat to national integration? तो रिलीजन क्या होता है? सेक्ट होता है, जैसे वैष्णवाइट हो गए, कल्स होते हैं जैसे बाबा हो गए, जैसे ब्रह्म कुमारी हो गए, सब कल्स होते हैं। ये क्या करते हैं? डिफरेंटली इंटरप्रेट करते हैं कोर वैल्यूज ऑफ द रिलीजन। जो कोर वैल्यूज होते हैं रिलीजन की, उनको डिफरेंटली इंटरप्रेट करते हैं एंड डिटैच देमसेल्फ फ्रॉम द ओरिजिनल रिलीजन एंड फॉर्म अ अलग सेक्ट और अटैच कर लेते हैं अपने आप को from the religion and form another sect. So they differently interpret the core value of the religion and detach themselves and form another sect. अपना sect बना लेते हैं. So what sect do is this sect differently interpret the core value of the religion and detach themselves and forms another religion. So detach themselves from the original religion and form a sect. Sect काफी रिजिड होते हैं. For example, Shia and Sunni. So we can understand communalism from the basic understanding of communalism can be made from the statement political, trade and religion. So when you practice politics by linking with the religion, when you link the politics with the religion, so politicization of religion is leading to communism. So politicization of religion is leading to communism. So a man of the religion is not communal, but when men who practice politics by linking with the religion is communal. Man of the religion is not communal, but men who practice religion by linking with the politics is communal. तो मैन कम्युनल नहीं है, लेकिन जो मैन पॉलिटिक्स को प्रैक्टिस करता है, इसको अपना रिलीजन के साथ लिंक करके इसको कम्युनल बोलते हैं. तो मैन हु प्रैक्टिस पॉलिटिक्स बाय लिंकिंग द रिलीजन इज कम्युनल. So what is communalism? So it is an ideology which states that society is divided into different religious communities having different secular interest. तो कम्युनलिज्म एक आइडियोलॉजी है जो बोलती है सोसाइटी डिवाइडेड है, बहुत सारी सोसाइटी डिवाइडेड है और डिफरेंट रिलीजियस कम्युनिटीज में, एंड हर एक कम्युनिटी के डिफरेंट सेकुलर इंटरेस्ट है. सो कम्युनलिज्म इन द आइडियोलॉजी विच सोसाइटी विच थिंग्स is an ideology that states that which states that society is divided into different religious communities. Communalism is an ideology which states that society is divided into different religious communities having different secular interests. हर एक रिलीजन के अलग अलग सेकुलर इंस्टेट है. पहले तो सोसाइटी पूरी रिलीजन्स में डिवाइडेड है और हर एक रिलीजन के डिफरेंट सेकुलर इंटरेस्ट है. सो कम्युनलिज्म इज एन आइडियोलॉजी विच स्टेट्स दैट सोसाइटी इज डिवाइडेड इनटू डिफरेंट रिलीजियस कम्युनिटी एंड हैविंग डिफरेंट सेकुलर इंटरेस्ट. तो सेकुलर इंटरेस्ट का मतलब सोशियो पॉलिटिकल एंड इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट. Communalism is ideology which states that society is divided into different religions having different social, economic and political interests. So communalism is an ideology which states that society is divided into different religions having different socio, economic and political interest. So in India there is a three form of communalism. First one is mild, moderate and extremist. So India has three form of communalism: mild, moderate and extremist. So India there are the three form of communalism: mild, moderate and extremist. So we talk about the Indian politics before independence. Before 1937 there was mild politics, but after 1937 there was extreme communalism. So there was a moderate communalism before 1937. After 1937 there was an extreme communalism. तो माइल्ड कम्युनलिज्म क्या होता है? जब व्हेन पीपल बिलोंगिंग टू सेम कम्युनिटी बिलीव दैट दे हैव अ सेम सेकुलर इंटरेस्ट, मीन सेम सोशियो इकोनॉमिक पॉलिटिकल इंटरेस्ट. सो व्हेन पीपल बिलोंग टू डिफरेंट कम्युनिटी बिलीव दैट दे हैव सेम सोशियो पॉलिटिकल इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट. सो इट इज माइल्ड फॉर्म ऑफ कम्युनलिज्म. मॉडरेट कम्युनलिज्म होता है व्हेन पीपल बिलोंग टू डिफरेंट कम्युनिटीज believe that they have a different secular interest, they have different socio-economic political interests. So this is a moderate form of communalism. The extreme form of communalism आता है when people believe that they do not only have different interests but mutually antagonist or hostile interests. So extreme form of communalism come when people believe that they do not only have different socio-economic political interest but mutually antagonistic or hostile interest. For example, that led to the emergence of Muslim League and Hindu Mahasabha. They believe that they have different interest. They not only have different secular interests but also mutually antagonistic or hostile interest. And that led to the emergence of Muslim League and Hindu Mahasabha. So if we see from the historical perspective, the emergence of Muslim League and Hindu Mahasabha, ये moderate थी. Why moderate? Because in Indian National Congress was not serving the interest of this community. So because of that they come up with their own community. Okay. Because Indian National Congress was not serving the interest of the communities, therefore they came up with their own community organization. So it was a moderate form of communalism. After 1937, extreme form of communalism arise that their interest is not only different but also mutually antagonistic or hostile to each other. So we talk about this type of communalism in India: assimilation, welfare, retreatist, retaliatory, separatist, and successionist. Assimilation, welfare, retreated, retaliatory, separatist, and successionist. So with first type of communalism, assimilation. For example, Hindu code will is not only applicable to Hindu but also Sikh and Buddhist and Jain. And Hindu code will is applicable to the personal laws of Hindu. So before independence, there was a British anthropologist whose name was Verrier Elwin. So there was a Verrier Elwin. He was British anthropologist. He suggested the policy with respect to the tribal. He suggested tribal policy of isolation. So Verrier Elwin, he suggested the policy of isolation of tribals. On the other hand, G.S. said that the tribals are nothing but backwards Hindu. So he talked about the process of assimilation. So he talked about the process of assimilation, that tribals are nothing but backward Hindu. So he talks about the policy of assimilation. But Nehru followed the policy of tribal Panchsheel, that policy of integration. So when the religious community is responsible for promoting or perpetuating the interest of their members is called welfare communism. So when the religious community is responsible for promoting and perpetuating the interest of their members, it is known as welfare communism. So what is retreatism? Retreatist communism. When you are not allowing the people to participate in the politics. For example, Iran, members are not allowed in 1884 to participate in the politics. So this is known as retreatism. So we have seen assimilation. For example, Hindu code will welfare. जब religious community अपने लोगों का welfare की सोच रही है, welfare communism. Retreatism community, you are not allowed the people to participate in the politics. Retreatism communism. So what is retaliatory communism? When Hindu and Muslim, they feel that their interests are mutually conflicting. So there is a separatist demand. For example, demand for a Punjab state, Khalistan movement, Azad Kashmir. So these are retaliatory communism. So we have seen that the kind of communism, all forms of communism are not threat to national integration. So our question आता है, is a threat to nationalism? First we have to explain the type of communism. So all kind of communism are not threat to national integration. It is the concept. If the concept is not a threat, the manner in which it is manifested is a threat. So the concept of communalism is not a threat, but the manner in which communalism is manifested is a threat. So the concept communalism, it is not a threat, but the manner in which it is manifested is a threat. Now we'll talk about the evolution of communalism in India. So British rule has played an important role in sowing the seed of communalism in India. So British had played an important role in showing the seed of communalism in India. They have played an important role in showing the seed of communalism in India. So genesis or evolution of the communalism, that belonged to the British rule. So what British did, they provide a secular education. So maximum people, irrespective of their caste, were getting access to the education. Maximum of the people, with respect to caste or religion, were getting access to education. So the educated class of the people wanted the jobs in the government, but the amount of the job that were getting created were not sufficient to absorb all the sections. The amount of the job that were getting created were not sufficient to absorb all the sections. The amount of the jobs that were getting created were not sufficient to absorb all the sections of the people. So that resulted in a new form of bribery, nepotism or favoritism on the ground of religion. So that resulted in bribery, favoritism and nepotism on the grounds of religion. So conflict between different communities arise because most of the Jamidars were Hindu and peasants and artisans were belonging to the Muslim community. So most of the Jamidars were Hindu, but peasants and artisans were belonging to the Muslim community. So socio-economic equality was one of the reasons of the rise of communalism in India. Socio-economic inequalities and favoritism, nepotism and bribery were one of the reasons of the rise of communalism in India. So if only British rule was responsible for communalism in India, then by 1947, by 1947, after independence, communism should have been addressed. So if only British rule was responsible for India, after 1947 in independence, communism should have been addressed in India. But the reality is different because of the failure of the national leadership and the contempt education was becoming secular. and in ancient India was being promoted against the medieval Indian culture. So ancient India was promoted against the medieval Indian culture. So Asian culture was in the books. Asian culture was being promoted against the medieval and Indian culture. So Asian Indian culture was promoted against the medieval Indian culture. This disenchanted the intellectual class of the Muslims. So intellectual class among the Muslim got disenchanted. So Asian culture was being promoted against the medieval Indian culture. So and intellectual class, because as a result, intellectual class among the Muslim got is disenchanted. So Asian Indian culture was being promoted against the medieval Indian culture. This and as a result, intellectual class among the Muslim got disenchanted. So as a result, intellectual class among the Muslim got disenchanted. So Ganesh festival by Shivaji festival and Ganesh festival by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, that restoring to these festival. Tilak was restoring to these festival to see mass mobilization. The Shivaji festival and Ganesh festival by the Bal Gangadhar were means that they are restoring these festival for the mass mobilization. But it was seen as a manifestation of religion in the public space, that you are giving Hindu color to the national freedom struggle, that you are giving Hindu color to the national freedom struggle. So it was seen as a manifestation of the religion in public space, was seen as a giving Hindu color to the national freedom struggle. So it was seen as a giving Hindu color to the national freedom struggle. So if we talk about the evolution of the communalism, aspiration and interest of the middle class in social situation did not offer them adequate opportunities, creating ground of communal politics. So there was an aspiration and interest of the middle class in a social situation which did not offer them adequate opportunity, created ground of communal politics. So the reason is socio-economic reality in India. So the aspiration and interest of the middle classes in a social situation which did not offer them adequate opportunity created ground of communalism in India. So the reason is socio-economic reality of India. So the religious distinction was coinciding with the social and class distinction. The religious distinction was coinciding with the social and class distinction. So religious distinction was coincided with the social and class distinction. For example, if we talk about the land reforms. So land reforms. So in Jammu and Kashmir, Sheikh Abdullah, he was a secular and socialist leader who generally judicially implement the land reform. He generally judicially implement the land reform. So Jammu and Kashmir was the only state where it was implemented judicially. So, but this was seen as a sign of communal. It was seen as a sign of communal, as the Jamidars in Jammu and Kashmir was mostly Hindu and peasants were Muslim. So communalism was manufactured vis-a-vis power struggle. So communalism was also manufactured vis-a-vis power struggle. So that among the upper strata. So communalism were also manufactured vis-a-vis power struggle among the upper strata. So communalism was also manufactured vis-a-vis power struggle among the upper strata. Example, there were Hindu moneylenders and peasants were Muslim in Bengal. So one of the reason was the divide and rule policy of the British to counter growing national movement. So one of the reason was divide and rule policy of the British to counter the national movement. So communalism became the main prop of colonization. To become the main prop of colonization. तो प्रॉप मतलब सपोर्ट, तो कॉलोनाइजेशन को सपोर्ट करने के लिए कम्युनलिज्म का यूज करने लगे. सो कम्युनलिज्म बिकम द मेन प्रॉप ऑफ कॉलोनाइजेशन. फॉर एग्जांपल, टॉलरेंस टुवर्ड्स कम्युनल प्रेस. So Britishers were tolerant towards communal press and they imparted the separate electorate. However, overthrow colonial state was only a necessary condition to fight communalism but not sufficient. So it's very important line that overthrow of the colonial states was only a necessary condition to fight the communalism but not the sufficient. So overthrow of the colonial state was only the necessary condition to fight the communalism but not sufficient. मतलब हमने overthrow कर दिया colonial state को, it was necessary उनको overthrow करना कि हम communalism से fight करें, but it's not sufficient, हमें और भी चीज़ें करनी पड़ेगी to fight communism in India. So overthrow of the colonial state was only a necessary but not the sufficient condition to fight the communalism. What are the reason of the rise of communalism in India? The failure of the national leadership to unify all the section of the society. The failure of the national leadership to unify all the section of society. So unifying all the section of society but only restricted to policy of negotiation, and there was implicit acceptance among all of them that they only share economic and political interest but social and cultural interests are shared. So there was acceptance among all that only they share economic and political interest but different social and cultural interest. So Hindu touch was given to nationalist agenda, for example taking a dip in Ganga or overemphasizing the Asian Indian culture over the and undermining the medieval Indian culture. So Hindu touch was given to the nationalist agenda and, for example, taking dip in Ganga or overemphasizes the Asian culture and undermining the medieval Indian culture had led to the resentment among the educated Muslims. So Hindu touch was given to the national religion, taking dip in Ganga or overemphasizing the Asian Indian culture and undermining the medieval Indian culture has led to the resentment among the Muslim educated Muslim. So if we talk about the post-independent reason, even after independence, leadership had failed to come to the terms with communalism, had failed to tackle the communalism, menace of communalism in India. So in post-independence, leadership had failed to tackle the menace of communism in India. So the reason was lack of cultural synthesis, lack of opportunity, socio-economic disparity, lack of cultural synthesis, lack of opportunity, socio-economic disparity, perceived real depreciation, real deprivation. So political masses of the ignorant masses had led to persistent of communalism in India even today. So political masses had led to the persistence of communalism in India even today. So linking with politics with the religion had led to the persistence of communalism in India even today. So linking politics with the religion has led to persistence of communalism in India even today. So India is socialism, but we are welfare state. For example, equitable distribution of benefits. So welfare state, we believe in equitable distribution of benefits, but in equal practice, we practice communalism. So twofold development was not at the level which would solve the problem of poverty and employment in autarky. So the development took place that was not to that level that will solve the problem of poverty and unemployment entirely in India. So some section of the society is progressing and empowering and other is not. So that led to the frustration. So it led to the polarization of the society in the two halves, haves and have nots. So some section is getting empowered, other is not. That led to the polarization of the society into two halves, that is haves and have nots. So in India preached socialism, but what it practices was capitalism. So India preached to करता है socialism, लेकिन क्या practice करता है? Practice capitalism. For example, development was not of the level which could have addressed the problem of poverty and employment in India. तो development उस level की नहीं थी जो address कर सकता problem poverty and unemployment in India entirely. So development was not of the level that could solve the problem that would have addressed the problem of poverty and employment entirely. That breeds frustration and apathy and indifference. That breeds frustration, apathy and indifference. So it further aggravates the inequalities, that is it divides the society into twofold, that is haves and have nots. Haves any effort to accommodate the interest of the minority seen as a sign of minority appeasement. So any effort to accommodate the interest of the minority seen as a sign of minority appeasement. Have nots, if efforts are not made, that will lead to the perception among them that they are alienated. So lead to the alienation among the other section. If efforts are not made, then it leads to the perception of elimination. It leads to alienation among those who do not have access to these facilities. So these kind of situation creates the ground of resentment among different religious community. So what is religious fundamentalism? So it is a violent offshoot of communism. Violent offshoot of communism को बोलते हैं religious fundamentalism. So a violent form of communism is known as religious fundamentalism. So because of the secularization, India is a secularist country. The society around you has changed so much that it is difficult to preserve the traditional core value of the religion. Society इतनी change होगी that it is difficult to preserve the core value of the religion. So that is giving rise to the religious fundamentalism. Religious fundamentalism होता क्या है? Because society इतनी change होगी that it is difficult to preserve the core value. Society इतनी change होगी that it's difficult to preserve the core value of the religion, and that is giving rise to religious fundamentalism. It is a violent form of communalism. So religious fundamentalism can be defined as visible pattern of religious militancy. It can be defined as visible pattern of religious militancy. So religious fundamentalism can be defined as a visible pattern of religious militancy by which self-styled true believers attempt to arrest the erosion of the religious identity, fortify the border of the religious community. Religious fundamental can be defined as visible pattern of religious militancy by which self-styled true believers attempt to arrest the erosion of the religious identity and fortify the borders of the religious community. So religious community के border fortify करते हो कोई enter ना कर पाए. So the visible pattern of religious militancy by which self-styled true believers attempt to, so the true believers हैं, okay, self-acclaimed true believers arrest the erosion of the religious identity, and fortify the borders of religious community, and create alternatives to secular institution. And they create alternatives to secular institution because it's a visible form of religious militancy, because the society around them have changed so much that is threat to the core ideology of the religion. So with globalization and modernization, religious fundamentalism is also growing. With globalization and modernization, religious fundamentalism is also growing. And Hindu fundamentalism has grown of late. So ऑफ लेट का मतलब होता है रिसेंटली, ऑफ लेट का मतलब रिसेंटली. सो ऑफ लेट का यहाँ पे मतलब है रिसेंटली. तो हिंदू फंडामेंटलिज्म हैज ग्रोन ऑफ लेट रिसेंटली. सो आइडियोलॉजिकल कोलिजन विच मिसिंग इन हिंदू, देयर इज अ आइडियोलॉजिकल कोलिजन विच इज मिसिंग इन हिंदू. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हिंदूज आर वेरी मच डिवाइडेड, दे लैक आइडियोलॉजिकल कोलिशन. The Ram Mandir issue played a very important role of ideological cohesion among the Hindu community. So Ram Mandir issue played a role of ideological cohesion among the Hindu community. So what are the conditions that created the ground for religious fundamentalism? First one is modernization. So the condition which that created the ground of religious fundamentalism, first one is modernization, then second is secularization, then third is ideological cohesion. Supply a potential recruit relatively of the relatively deprived groups. So ideological cohesion and supply of potential recruits relatively deprived groups. So supply of potential recruits, अब recruits भी आने लगे तो they are relatively deprived group. ये आराम से religious fundamentalism में आते हैं. Supply of potential recruits relative deprived group. Then the role of the charismatic leadership and charismatic leadership, better dissemination of the ideas of development of communal technology, better dissemination of the ideas development of communal technology. So manner in which belief system are controlled within the religion. So better dissemination of the idea in which the manner in which the belief system are controlled within the religion. So modernity is breeding religious fundamentalism. Modernity is breeding the religious fundamentalism. It's a question that critically discussed in the context of Indian society. The modernism is breeding religious fundamentalism, critically discussed in the context of Indian society. So modernity creates a potential for religious fundamentalism. However, it is not the only ground. It is not the only factor that is breeding religious fundamentalism. So modernity creates the potential for religious fundamentalism, but is not the only ground that create this. It is not the only factor. So there's also one question. Discuss the socio-economic factor that is responsible for evolution of the communalism in India. So we'll talk about the socio-economic and political factor that lead to the rise of communalism in India. तो सोशल फैक्टर हो जाएगा, सोशल इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर हो जाएगा, लैक ऑफ डेप्रिवेशन, लैक ऑफ सोशल कोहेशन. पॉलिटिकल फैक्टर हो जाएगा लिंकिंग रिलीजन विद द पॉलिटिक्स. The Sachar committee report. So communalism in the current situation is the biggest threat to the secular fabric of the Indian society. So communalism in the current situation is the biggest threat to the secular fabric of Indian society. So what we need to do? We need to address it judicially. Education has to be made value based. Education is not the value based. So better value based education with the requisite change in the attitude mind. So better value based education with the requisite change in the attitude mind. So better value based education with the requisite change in the attitude mind. So better value education with the requisite change in the attitude mind. Government at its end making all the possible efforts to address the communalism. However, without the collective mobilization, and menace cannot be addressed. Without the collective mobilization, menace cannot be addressed. Imparting the right kind of attitude and ensure the solution to the problem of communalism in long run. So that menace cannot be addressed. We need to impart right kind of attitude change so ensure the solution to the problem of communalism in long run. So we have to also see the long-term solution to the communalism. Only state is not responsible for addressing the problem. Society is equally responsible for bringing the changes. So there should be coordinated and concerted effort on the part of the state. So it should have a coordinated and concerted efforts on the part of the state. So whereas communalism is an ideology where the society is divided into various religious communities having different secular interests. Secular means socio-economic political interests. So there are three types of manifestation. One is mild, moderate, and extreme. Type of communalism, we know that assimilation, welfarist, and retreatist, retaliatory, separatist, and specialist. So failure of the national integration to the national leadership, to be very precise, post-independence period, failure of the government has led to the persistence of communalism in Indian society. So failure of the national leadership after post-independence has led to the persistence of communism in Indian society. As the overthrow of the colonial was only the necessary condition but not the sufficient condition to end the communism in India. So we'll have to provide both short-term solution and long-term solution to address the menace of communism in India. One is inculcating moral values, imparting education without any ideological contrition. So imparting education without any ideological contrition, adequate intervention in the Supreme Court. Vote bank cannot be adequate intervention by the Supreme Court. That vote cannot be mobilized on the ground of the religion. Supreme Court judgment with respect to using religion as the basis of garnering vote is prohibited. According to Supreme Court judgment, with respect to using religion with the basis of the garnering vote is prohibited. Violence against the minority that need to be immediately addressed, and socio-economic upliftment of the minorities by eradicating the problem of unemployment, illiteracy, and poverty. So socio-economic upliftment of the minorities by eradicating the problem of illiteracy and poverty. Judicial implementation of the provision which I have already mentioned in the Constitution. So judicially implementation of the provision which I have already mentioned in the Constitution to uphold the essence of the democracy. So judicial implementation of the provision which I have already mentioned in the Constitution to uphold the essence of the democracy. So we need to follow the welfare-based approach. Right-based approach need to be adopted with respect to service delivery. So right-based approach need to be delivered with respect to service delivery. Decommunalization at all the levels of government. We need decommunalization at all the level of government. And history should not be tempered according to ideology. So ruling government can play both constructive and destructive role. History should not be tempered with respect to according to ideology. No, history should not be tempered according to ideology. So ruling government can play both constructive and destructive role. So generally should be restrained and responsible journalism. So there should be restrained and responsible journalism. So we need decommunalization at all the level of government. So social organization have no role to play and influence the religious life of the people. For example, All India Muslim Personnel Board. So there should be adequate check and balance on the religious organization. Adequate check and balance on the religious organization. Role of NGO in civil society to drive away the mistrust between different and diverse communities. Role of NGO in civil society. There can be the important role of NGOs in civil society to drive away the mistrust between different religious community, and even responsible and restrained journalism can play an important role in driving away the mistrust between different religious community. Active participation of NGO and civil society organization to drive away the mistrust between diverse religious communities. So active participation between NGO and civil society to drive away the mistrust between different religious community. And organize various events to promote cultural harmony. So organize various events to promote cultural harmony. Charismatic personality can lend their vote to ensure communal harmony. Charismatic personality can lend their vote to ensure communal harmony. Rangnath Mishra community has recommended the establishment of the National Authority for Communal Harmony. So Ranganath Mishra committee has recommended establishment of the National Authority. National Authority होनी चाहिए for communal harmony. So Rangnath Mishra has recommended establishment of the National Authority for Communal Harmony to safeguard the rights of minority sections. Role of the police is very controversial as far as communal violence is concerned. So, with respect to controversial role of the police, communal violence that need to be addressed. Extremist communal outfits as an immediate transfer need to cripple their capacity. So, we need to cripple the capacity of extremist communal outfits. They also cripple their capacity to disturb the law and order. So, we need to address the extremist communist communal outfit as an immediate target, and we need to cripple their capacity to disturb the law and order. So reason of the communal violence and domino effect from other communities. So we can see the example of France or Arab countries, domino effect from other country. So Mediterranean regime that pose a threat to the minority. So it also lead to the rise of communalism. Then control on the cyberspace and propaganda. So cyberspace also used to breed the communalism in India. So control on the cyberspace and propaganda, and it may be also Pakistani-led propaganda to increase the communalism and menace in the Indian society. Role of social and electronic media. So there should be restrained and responsible electronic media. Refugee crisis and border issue. So refugee crisis, for example, Rohingya issue should not be seen as a deprivation of certain religious communities. Inequalities and development divide. So there is inequalities among the community. For example, such a community report we can quote. The resource pressure and population. So population is huge in India. So this also create the disparity among various religious community. Economic dichotomy and joblessness grows. Economic dichotomy. So the growth which India witnessed has not provided adequate opportunity and job to to meet the to meet the aspiration of all the sections of the society. Rigidity, belief, and lack of scientific temper. So there is a rigidity, belief, and lack of scientific principles. So value based education should be imparted in the school. So rigidity of beliefs and lack of scientific temper. Social exclusion and suspicion of minority. So there is a social exclusion and suspicion of minority, for example, NRC, CAA. So the suspicion need to be addressed. We talk about the rise of communalism in India. So there was a Mobile rebellion in 1922. Then leading which RSS formed in 1925. Then there was a Delhi proposal in 1927, and then election of 1937, and Jinnah lost in that. Jinnah 14th. Okay. Then there was a Nehru report in 1928, and Nehru demanded different states. So then there is Jinnah 40 point, and then election 1937. So because of Jinnah could not win in any of the provinces, that led to the two nation theory in 1940, and there was direct action day in 1946, and there was a massacre, and Pakistan formed in 1947. So direct action day of 1946 and Noakhali riots and killing of lots of people from different religious community led to the rise of mistrust among the people. India is a land of diversity. There are many people who follow different religions and faith. Righteousness, born in a religion, tradition and principle. Communalism क्या होती है? Antithetic or antagonistic. Antithetical and antagonistic. Pre-independence India, we talk about the Muslim League. Independent India, many flashpoint, for example, cow protection movement start हुआ, ठीक है, ट्रिपल तलाक इशू है, यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड है. So these are many flashpoint. Cow protection movement, triple talaq issue, uniform civil code. Then there is a vested political interest that they use politics to gain, they use religion to gain advantage in the politics. Non-discriminatory and peaceful society is needed. So very famous quote by Jawaharlal Nehru: "Without peace, all other dreams vanish and are reduced to ashes." Without peace, all other dreams vanish and reduced to ashes. So without peace, all other dreams vanish and are reduced to ashes. So it tells the importance of peace. Without peace, all other dreams vanish and are reduced to ashes. So communalism begets communalism. So communalism begets communalism. Begets का मतलब होता है bring about. So it bring about, it cause. So communalism cause करता है communalism. So communalism begets communalism. अल्टीमेटली नन गेन. देखो, आप कम्युनलिज्म करोगे, दूसरा करेगा, कोई भी नहीं जीतता, ऑल को सारे लूज करते हैं. व्हेन कम्युनल थिंकिंग होल्ड्स sway over. व्हेन कम्युनल थिंकिंग होल्ड्स sway over. तो sway over का मतलब होता है डोमिनेट करना, ठीक है, पावर हो जाना, ठीक है. sway over का मतलब डोमिनेट करना. सो कम्युनल बेगेट्स कम्युनलिज्म. कम्युनलिज्म ही कम्युनलिज्म करते हैं. अल्टीमेटली नन गेन, ऑल लूज. व्हेन कम्युनल थिंकिंग होल्ड्स sway over us. होल्ड sway over us मतलब हमारे ऊपर पावर कर लेते हैं. व्हेन कम्युनल थिंकिंग होल्ड्स sway over us. ये शंकर दयाल शर्मा ने बोला. शंकर दयाल शर्मा. कम्युनलिज्म begets communism, ultimately none gain, all lose, when communal thinking holds sway over us. When communal thinking holds sway over us.